call me squaw.
You're a dirty Apache squaw.
I'm gonna kill you.
Your people did that. Raiding, thieving, killing. Look out there! Back to your beads, squaw. I gotta get me one of them. Just one Apache.
I'll take that, miss.
You hear me, Tom? Give me that knife.
You're quite a fireball, aren't you?
I'll be back. Don't forget that.
One of these days we'll run you and that book-reading brother of yours off your ranch and onto the reservation where you belong.
Well, you'd better bring a lot of your white brothers with you.
All right, you two. One performance a day is all the customers are entitled to. You better go home now, miss.
You better stay out of town for a while, Ann.
Mind your own business, Macy. Don't say anything to Armand about this. Do you understand?
Anything you say.
Go about your business now, folks. No stranger's gonna push us around.
Tom should have killed the breed.
We gotta stop that Apache raid.
Who are you to be giving us orders anyway, mister?
I'll show you my credentials some other time. Right now, get moving.
All right, Ed. Come on. Move along.
That's all today, folks. Let's go home now.
The half-breed come at me first.
Yeah?
A man can take so much and no more. When you see your friends getting picked off every day by them Apaches.
She didn't exactly look like an Apache warrior to me.
Terrible thing, Sheriff. We gotta have more help on that thing, then. See, the Apache's got some more of our boys.
Put them on a reservation, they make an armed fort of it. They'll wipe us all out if we don't do something about it.
But the government was sending some help down from Tucson.
Our help come this morning. The man with the sheriff.
One man? That the help they sent us?
We need an army, and they send one fast-talking politician.
Won't be able to talk us out of those corpses in there. Could be we might have to look after this ourselves.
We fought to get this country. I reckon we can fight to keep it.
Not much we can do here, Sheriff. Poor old Matt Pierce. His missus will carry on something awful.
Just one more Apache killing, we're going to have some real trouble here. Men are already talking up a raid on the reservation. Nothing I can do about it. Fact is, I see a thing like this, I'm not sure I want to.
Might do to remind you that the Indian wars are over, Sheriff. Maybe for you, mister, but not for me. Matt Pierce was a particular good friend of mine. I think I'll clean my rifle. Might be needing it for something soon.
I can't blame Ben. This ain't exactly my idea of living in peace with the Indians either.
Well, looks like I'm bucking everybody in town, including the sheriff.
Mr. Moffat, we asked the government to send us military help. Soldiers and artillery. Instead, they sent you. one expert on Indian affairs.
Well, you bring the army down here now, and the Apaches would take it as a declaration of war. They'd be on the warpath before the soldiers made camp.
They're on the warpath anyhow. 7 killings in 3 months. I don't know how many holdups. Cattle stealing whenever they take a notion. And they're getting bolder all the time.
Anybody actually see the Apaches pull off one of these jobs?
They don't leave witnesses. But it's them all right. Plenty of Apache sign. Running off the horses, moccasin print, bow and arrow killers.
It could be somebody trying to make it look like Indian work. It's happened before, you know.
No, it's got to be the Apaches. They watch every road. They know who's coming and going every hour.
Hey, Sheriff! Wait a minute.
Hello, Mooney.
Sheriff, I'm going to get me drunk.
Looks like you got a pretty good start, old timer.
You're going to spend the grocery money again, Dick? You remember what happened last time?
Oh, no, I got my own drinking money this time. That's where I want to see you, Pop. Here. Who pushed me? Here, look, here. I want you to kick that for me to going home time. $2,000.
Where'd you get this kind of money, Dick?
That's a secret. The missus will tend me good if I say. But there's a lot more where that came from. Old Mooney's through being broke. You know what? I can buy all the drinks in town and still have enough money left to buy headache powders in the morning.
You better lay in a good supply. You're going to need it. Dick, maybe you better tell us where you got all this cash.
Can't. I promised the missus. Well, thanks, Sheriff. I gotta get going. I gotta be drunk by sundown.
Take care, Dick. It wasn't Dick Mooney, if that's what you're thinking. This old lady don't let him out of the house more than once every 6 months.
I like those men hanging around out there. It's the makings of a mob.
Feeling's running pretty high.
They've got to be made to understand that this is more than a local problem.
They live here. It's their relatives and friends that are being killed by the Apaches.
With a few killings here spark an Indian war, the flames will reach out to every town and reservation in the territory.
Whatever you're planning to do, do it fast. Situation's getting ugly. You saw how it was with Tom Chandler and that half-breed girl.
They don't think that girl had anything to do with it.
Ann LeBeau and her brother are half Apache, and mighty friendly with the Apache reservation.
Well, that's not exactly proof of complicity, is it, Sheriff?
And try this. The stage was held up 4 miles from the LeBeau Ranch. The next nearest place is 11 miles away.
Well, who lives there?
That's the Apache reservation.
Well, I might drop by and see the LeBeaus at that.
They're a tricky pair. You'd better watch them.
How's that for shooting, Ann? Your brother has the Apache's iron instinct with this weapon. You're upset, Ann. What is it?
Stagecoach was robbed this morning. Matt Pierce and a passenger were murdered. They're blaming the Apaches.
Suppose that qualifies the half-breeds as suspects. One of the gentle townspeople called you a bloodthirsty savage. I know the pattern well enough.
Nobody said anything.
They're lying. Who was it?
Milton's Paradise Lost. When you left the house this morning, you said you were going to work on the fences. Instead, you play with bows and arrows and read Milton.
That's what happens when you give a college education to a half-breed.
Don't use that word.
Will it change things if I don't? Will it help us find our place in the world? Let's go back to the city, Anne. At least we had a certain amount of oblivion there.
I don't want oblivion. I want to belong somewhere, be a part of something.
There's no room for us here.
We'll make room.
The eternal optimists, aren't you? To our white brothers, we're less than the cattle that graze their fields. To our red relatives, we're outcasts. Yet our mother's father is chief of all the Apaches.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's time again to live by the Apache code. The white man has done nothing for us.
Stand around here and wait. Is that right, man? Where's the army? Come on, Governor! Come on out of there!
Somebody got careless, huh?
We'd do more than that if you don't send for the army.
You speaking for the rest of these men? Is he?
I reckon so.
All right, now listen carefully. If and when I can't handle this myself, I'll know what to do about it.
They ain't gonna kill any more of us without paying for it. We'll ride against the Apaches ourselves.
There's a law that's called inciting to riot. Now, the next man I hear talking like that's going to get locked up.
I'm one man who says what he likes when he likes. He's all mouth, the government man.
Any more of you self-appointed vigilantes need convincing? It seems to me that some of you folks are a little too anxious to hang this onto the Indians. Might even be that some of you are trying to cover your own tracks that way. There's one place in New Mexico, even the sheriff was lining his pockets at the expense of a few bedeviled Indians. Tell them to go home now, Sheriff, and stay there.
You still puffing on that thing?
Yeah, learn a couple of new ones out of place for you.
I can hardly wait. Glad to see you, Carol.
How things at the department?
Never mind the department. How are things here?
Oh, this is a tough one. Been here 3 weeks. Getting nowhere. They've been going at this for about a year now. Stealing, murdering, no witnesses. Anybody get in their way, they kill them. Let me show you something. Found this by the stagecoach this morning.
That's Apache, all right.
Yeah, they travel fast and far. Strike like lightning. Always seem to know who, what, and where to raid.
Oh, a small band with the right connections could be doing all this.
I've been looking for those connections. Checked out a lot of them, even the sheriff. No luck.
He sicked me on the half-breeds, the LeBeaus.
Yeah, they're in a good spot. Got contacts in town. They're close to the reservation. And Chief White Star has been visiting over there.
Chief White Star? Is Strongbow dead? I was kind of figuring on him for some help.
He's old. White Star's running things now.
What do you suppose that White Star's seeing the LeBeaus?
Well, folks say that he sort of has a yen for the LeBeau girl. What do you see?
Looks like we got some company up there. Now, hold it. Don't let Army know they're up there. Just keep on talking, huh?
You don't mind if take a little cover, do you?
Look, if they wanted to pick us off, they'd have done it before now.
Yeah, but let's not give them a chance to change their mind, huh? Come on, let's get them.
No, they get the edge in us. It's easy to shoot down and up when they're up. We get back to the LeBeaus. You been giving them some of your time?
3 days and 3 nights. Saw nothing out of the way, so I quit. Look, I can't keep my mind off of whoever's up there.
All right, we get out of here. Come on, let's move slow. I think I'm going to ride on down to the LeBeau place.
Don't let that gal's beauty blind you.
Yeah, she sure is a pretty one, isn't she?
So's a diamondback rattler. You watch your step, mister, you hear?
Don't worry about it, pal. I want you to ride to the reservation. Ask Chief Whitestar to meet us here, alone, tonight.
Here? You want spectators?
That's the idea. Might draw them out, and we can get a look at them.
Yeah. You might change their mind, decide to do a little shooting instead of just looking.
Well, in that case, I'll see that you get an honorable mention in the Congressional Record, posthumously.
Get out of here.
First a knife, now a gun. You're pretty versatile, aren't you?
And I know how to use them.
There's no doubt about that. But you don't want to kill a man without knowing what name to put in his tombstone, do you? My name's Moffat. You can call me Rex.
I'm giving you 10 seconds. I mean it.
That's too bad. You lost it?
Are you going?
No. I want to talk to you. These mountain streams are pretty cold. You better get out of there. All right, go get your clothes on. I'll turn around.
Well, turn around then.
This isn't going to be easy, you know. I suppose you're tired of being told that you're really something to look at. Sorry I had to interrupt your swimming like that. I look like you're having quite a bit of fun. You look like you're having a lot. So thanks I get for being a gentleman.
Let me up.
Aren't you ashamed?